Does your offer take so long to service that it's bottlenecking your money? Slow delivery is quietly killing your growth and your revenue. Today, we're answering the question, why serve more clients in less time? And we're going to tell you how to speed it up. All right. So let's talk about deliver fast, grow faster. From this week's blog, why speed is the secret to increasing revenue and how to speed it up. If you want to follow along with the blog, you can go to shaycannon.com/speed. That's shaycannon.com/speed. We've been talking about this today. It's part 3. And we've been talking about this because it came to me that uh, a lot of entrepreneurs kind of wait before they launch stuff. They wait before they do stuff in their business. They want things to be perfect. They want to gather more information. They might even want to gather more certifications. But like I've been saying all week long, one of my mentors and coaches, Lamar Tyler of TSP, Traffic Sales and Profit, has 2 quotes that brought us to this blog today. The first one is money loves speed. And the second one is if you want to make more money, you got to make more offers. Okay. When you put that together, all right, that is going to market faster. So we're talking about speed this week. Now, I came up with 4 ways that will serve you well and going faster so that we can make money faster. All right. The first one was you need to launch ugly, right? You need to market faster, right? So you need to get the start the relationships, right? Because marketing is relationships. So we need to start putting that offer out there more, getting more eyes on it, getting more reach for it quicker. So we need to shorten how long it takes us to market and how long it takes us to be done with the marketing and get to the sales. I even gave you 10 strategies to do that and a chat GPT prompt. So if you need that, go back to yesterday's, well, that wasn't even yesterday. Go back to Monday's part 1. All right. Yesterday was part 2. What we're talking about yesterday was creating your offers faster. Okay, monetize the learning curve is what I call that. I even gave you 10 strategies on how to get that offer created faster and get it out there faster. Okay, so we marketed it, now we're going to create it faster, and I gave you 10 strategies and also another chat GPT prompt to help you to kind of customize those strategies for you. All right, so go to part 2 if you need that. Today is part 3. Again, we're answering the question, why serve more clients in less time and how? And that is to deliver fast, grow faster. That's the why. So let's get into it. Service delivery speed is the silent multiplier in business growth. The faster clients experience results, the more capacity you create to serve more people and generate more revenue in less time. When delivery is streamlined, clients feel momentum, trust builds quickly, and referrals flow more naturally because people remember the speed at which the transformation happened. Okay? So, your service is all about getting them a transformation. Delivering faster on your service means you're getting them where they want to go faster. So, this matters because slow delivery drags down growth. It ties up resources, and resources could be you got to pay for tech longer, you got to pay teams longer, all of the resources you're using to service your clients and service your offers. It limits how many clients you can take on, and it weakens your reputation in the marketplace that prizes quick wins. So, by contrast, faster service cycles increase client satisfaction while freeing up your bandwidth to scale, right? Now, all week long, I've been using Netflix as our case study to give you an example, okay? Now, the first one was Launch Ugly. And we talked about how Netflix launched. And then once they launched, before they even perfected, that Blockbuster never caught up. Okay. On part 2, we talked about monetizing the learning curve. And we talked about how Netflix really wanted to go straight to streaming, right? But streaming wasn't flawless. So they started with the DVDs and slowly got you into streaming. Okay. Getting paid all along, all the time that they're perfecting the streaming. Now, today we're talking about deliver fast and grow faster. So Netflix mastered this dynamic when it shifted from delays in mailing DVDs to the near instant gratification of streaming. Suddenly, customers could watch what they wanted to in seconds, dramatically increasing usage, loyalty, and long term service and revenue. Okay, so that's what the blog is talking about. But here on the morning show, I give you more. So let me give you these 10 strategies I got for you today. Now, of course, when I first started making this list of 10, I had to get through the things that we've already talked about, right? Some stuff that that's kind of common knowledge. So I had to dig deep and find some uncommon things or some things that you are not doing enough. And this is all about the top 10 strategies to service your clients faster to increase your revenue faster. All right. So, number one, template core deliverables. Y'all need to learn how to start templatizing stuff. Stop creating custom stuff every time and create some templates. So turn recurring client tasks into reusable frameworks or templates. Faster delivery keeps projects moving without reinventing the wheel. Now, let me give you an example. In operations, this is what I do, right? Frequently, I have to create descriptions, tech stacks, KPIs, and onboarding documents for the same team roles over and over and over again. I am not reinventing the wheel every time. I'm taking my one perfected template for each of those things and I'm using that and I'll tweak it as I need to. So guess how much faster that is now taking? Blink of an eye. Enough for me to copy paste and add their logo to it. Okay. So you need to start templatizing some of the things that happen over and over again within the phases of your service for every client. You should not be reinventing the wheel every time. All right. Number two, co-create with your clients. Some of y'all are creating stuff and then sending it to the client to give you feedback. First of all, let me tell you how clients don't even know how to give feedback that's useful. Okay, that's the first thing. They just tell you what they like, what they don't like. They just giving you their feelings, right? They're not telling you how to make it what they like, how to change it so that they'll be satisfied. So, an answer to that is co-create with them. Let me go back to my little caption though. Instead of disappearing to work on it, collaborate in real time sessions to build parts of the service with the client. Real time, y'all. So don't build it and then let them give you feedback that's not useful. And now you have all these iterations. You can do it to where you're building it and right there with them, they're helping you. Okay. So clients leave with results instantly because in real time, you build the parts to the service together. And so they can't help but to be satisfied. For an example, a copywriter hosts a 90-minute copy clinic where she and the client write sales emails together on Zoom. The client walks away with polished copy the same day. Okay? Try it out. Number three, modularize your service. Now, this is the same thing as when I tell you break your service up into phases, okay? I just got fancy with the words. Modularize your service. So, break complex services into plug and play modules that can be delivered in different orders. Okay. This flexibility speeds up delivery while tailoring to your client's needs. Now, let me tell you what I'm talking about specifically this time when I'm telling you to break it up. I'm telling you to break it up because some of you are only offering a service that has all the phases together because people need all the things, right? Well, not everybody needs all the things. So if you break it up, right, then the person that doesn't need the first two parts can jump in on the third part and still get serviced. So let me give you an example. A business strategist structures her consulting into modules. Like module 1 is pricing, module 2 is offers, module 3 is the client journey. So that clients can come start where their biggest pain point is instead of being oversold on the whole program that they may not value. Okay? Great. Let's go to number 4. Front load high impact actions. Okay, front load high impact actions. Give clients the wow factor result first, even if it's unusually, let's just say it's usually step 3 or 4, right? If it doesn't break anything for you to start with the biggest wow transformation, let's go ahead and get that done up front, and then we can always come back to it again. So start with step 1, step 2, bring it back in step 3 to see if we need to perfect it any. But if the wow factor is on step 3, let's see if we can start with step 3 and then start back over at 1, 2, and hit 3 again. Okay. For example, a fitness coach starts a new client program by teaching a 20-minute fat burning routine that shows immediate results in energy and mood, instead of beginning with the week of assessments and body mass index and all the things that she needs to kind of get them on a proper program. We just start them with some kind of quick win. Okay. Number 5, parallel processing. This is especially great if you have a team or you're working alongside other service providers on the same project. Okay, so listen to this. Run parts of the service simultaneously instead of sequentially or one after the other. Okay, overlapping some of the tasks can shorten the time it takes for you to deliver the whole transformation. Let me give you an example. A web designer can start building the basic structure of the website, while a copywriter, right, is already drafting the web page copy for each of the pages. They can be setting up the general stuff, right, while the copywriter is in writing at the same time. So now all they need are the graphics, and now the web developer can take the copy and the graphics and now change the overall frame to like how many words is there, how big is the graphic, and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, but some parts can happen at the same time. Now we're shortening the process. Number 6, offer done with you hybrids. Okay, offer done with you hybrids. Now this is mix your done for you with a done with you in the same container so that clients help execute in real time. But this is the thing. It's just a little different than I said before, because this time I want you to take people in groups. Okay. So the first one, it was one-on-one. It could even be like a VIP day, right? But you can take groups of people through a done for you, done with you type of process, and you can sweep through and get a group of people done all at one time. Okay. So, for example, a social media manager runs a done with you content sprint for her group, where she creates templates and captions live while the clients just go in and select their visuals. Okay. So, you can do that with a group of people. So, it doesn't have to just be one on one. All right. Number 7, create decision shortcuts. One of the things that y'all know as service providers is one of the things that takes up a lot of time and eats up a lot of time is your client making decisions. Okay. So provide curated recommendations and limit the choices instead of giving them a wide open, unlimited choices to choose from. All you're doing is confusing them. All you're doing is making it harder for them to pick, because they want some of everything. They don't want to feel like they're leaving nothing on the table for their money. So instead of giving them all the choices, give them 3 choices, right? Let them know why you picked those 3, why those are the 3 you recommend for them, and tell them to pick from the 3. Okay. And the goal is to go from 3 to 2 and from 2 to 1. We need to curate this process. They need more structure. You're the expert. Stop letting them pick. They don't know what they're doing anyway. Okay? Cool beans. Number 8, introduce instant assets. Introduce instant assets. So add ready to use deliverables. We're going to go back with templates and scripts and calculators and that kind of thing as part of your service, so clients see tangible results immediately, even before the work is fully done. Okay. Now I have an example on here. I'm going to give you another example. So this example is a marketing coach kicks off a new client engagement by providing a 30-day calendar. Okay. It's a template. It's like plug and play, and they can start with that while she's doing an assessment and creating a more customized plan. But let me give you another one, right? I love, if we go back to the website, what I have found in having a client that one of her offerings is websites. The biggest problem for most entrepreneurs who need a website is they don't know how to write copy. They don't have the budget to hire a copywriter. And most people, most web developers, web designers, they do not write your copy. You have to give them the words that's going to go on your website. You have to give them the graphics and the photos that go on the website, and they simply design it and code it to do certain things. Okay. Now, with that being the case, Why wouldn't you create like a custom GPT to help them do their copywriting? Because they don't know how to do it, they can't afford to buy it. So you give them the tool so that they can instantly get the asset that they need. So that's another example. And I've done that in real time, by the way. All right. The next one, number 9. I feel like I'm missing one because this say 9 and where's my 10? Then y'all got 9 strategies today. Okay, 9, adopt time boxed deliveries. Okay, so what this is a part of what you're selling has a limited time, right? So offer services that are intentionally designed to be completed in a fixed short time frame, like a 24-hour turnaround or a 5-day sprint. Okay. The scarcity plus the speed equals the client knowing what they're going to get and when they're going to get it. Okay. So, for example, a career coach offers a 5-day resume rebrand package, promising a refreshed resume and LinkedIn profile within 1 week. Okay. So, the fastness, the quickness of the service delivery is actually a part of the offer name. They know exactly what they're getting and when. So you can make that as a part of it. We're calling that time box delivery. All right. So that's your 9 strategies. I don't know what happened number 10. I kind of feel like the goblins came and snatched it off my page. I don't know, but I had 10 when I created this. But I'm gonna give you the question of the day, and Keith probably will use the chat, and we'll start with Dr. Latoya. Let me grab this question of the day, and I'm gonna give the studio audience a little simple prompt also to help you to use these strategies. Let's go over here on the YouTube channel and drop this question. Let's see here. All right. Question of the day is simple. Which of the strategies shared today are more aligned to fast track your current service so that you are increasing your revenue faster in a shorter amount of time? Tell us what service and then tell us what strategies work. Okay. So I'm going to go back through our strategies, 9 of them. Without all the extra, just as a reminder, we're going to start with Dr. Latoya because I know Keith is probably going to use the chat. So, strategy number 1, template core deliverables. So this is internally you using templates over and over again for client stuff. Okay, we've talked about templates, but this particular strategy is about you having templates that for each client that you're doing the same things for over and over again, you're just plug and playing internally. Okay. Number 2, co-create with the client. This is the one-on-one set it up where y'all are doing it together, and so you can deliver it right on off because y'all have completed it together. Okay. Number 3, modularize your service, break it up so that people get in where they fit in to get their biggest pain point taken care of first. All right, Keith, I see. Number 4, front load high impact actions. So if the big wow factor happens at step 3, let's bring that one forward and make that step 1. Okay, and we can revisit it when we get it back to it in the natural order of your phases. Number 5, parallel processing. What kinds of things can be happening at the same time rather than end to end sequentially? Because when you go step by step, that takes longer, right? So what steps can be happening at the same time? Look at your process and figure that out. And again, if you have team members that work with you, or you're working with other service providers on the same project, it should be easier because there are different people that can be doing things at the same time. Number 6, offer done with you hybrids. Okay, this is the group one. Okay, bring a group together, give them something to start working in where they can plug and play, and y'all are co-creating together as a group, and then the group leaves with it done for you. Okay. Number 7, create decision shortcuts. Stop giving them all the options of all the things. You are the expert. Start framing and giving them only a few to choose from. Use your expertise to narrow it down based on what you know about them and what they need, and only give them a few options to choose from. All right. Number 8, introduce instant assets. Introduce instant assets. So you should be able to create some kind of template, scripts, calculator, something that it can instantly start using to start getting some kind of transformation and results as you are still servicing different projects and parts that can't be done that way, right? They might have to actually need your expertise. But anything that can have a tool, go ahead and start giving them the tool to use. Number 9, adapt time boxed delivery. So these are deliveries of things that in the name you're telling them what they're going to get and how long it's going to take. 24-hour resume, okay? 7-day content calendar, whatever it is, put it in the name so that they know exactly what they're getting and exactly when they are getting it. All right? Cool beans. So we're gonna start with Keith because he's coming off the mic to grace y'all with his manly voice today. So Keith, which of the strategies shared today are more aligned to fast track your current service so that you are increasing your revenue faster in a shorter amount of time? And tell us what the service is and tell us which strategies will work.
Number two.
Okay.
I
So
feel, yep.
number 2 is to co-create with clients. And if y'all don't know, Keith is our resident professional graphic designer. We ain't talking about Canva. We talking about he using professional tools to get your stuff together. So why you like number 2 to co-create with clients, Keith?
Number two will be to cut down on the via visions. Like I offer like 3 via visions and
Yeah.
2 concepts. So they will have to pick like one, at least one. They got one choice.
Yeah.
And from that one choice, we can work on that project for like 3 times. After
Yep.
that, you got to pay a fee.
Yep.
Um, so if I have them face to face on video,
Yes.
we can work together and knock it out, and we could be both satisfied. I'm
Yeah.
happy, they happy.
I love that for you, Keith. I can see that working very well. And do you see where you can service more clients that way? You set up some 4-hour blocks and knock people right on out. You can service way more people because it's not just you using block to create it, then you send it to them and you waiting days to get feedback. You can
Yeah.
definitely service more clients that way. I love that for you. I'll tell you another service that is great for that. Anytime that you have to create something that has to be in somebody else's voice or somebody else's personality, I would use the co-create where y'all can do it right there and they can tell you that don't sound like them and what they would say. Dr. Latoya is very good at that. Dr. Latoya Davis know how she sound and she know how she don't want to sound. And so if you sit there and work with her right there live, you can get it done quicker than you sending it to her and her trying to find the words not to hurt your feelings and tell you that she don't talk like that and she don't want that to be out there like that and all of that. So if you did a co-create, right, that would go by faster. So I love that. Speaking of the gorgeous Dr. Latoya Davis, which of the strategies shared today are more aligned to fast track your current service so that you are increasing your revenue faster in a shorter amount of time? Tell the people what service you're talking about and tell us the strategies that you think will make it go faster.
Okay, I think so. My service is I offer courses and coaching. So I can't think of how that applies directly to help me cut down kind of the deliverable time to them. But
Mhm.
the one where I process it as segmentation, that's not what you said, but
Same thing. Yeah, just another word. That's a synonym.
um, that one will be really because what I've realized is that my current VA does like all of the things, right? So she's trying to do the tech, she's doing the graphics, she's putting together the thing that we send out to the customers, and that is creating the bottleneck. And so I'm actually in the process of hiring someone to just do tech, and that
Mm-hmm.
will drastically like decrease the time because now we can have multiple, like while he's working on the automations and making sure all of the flows and stuff, she can be doing the graphics, she can be doing all of that. So by the time both of them are done, we're ready to go. And I'm thinking that that will help me cut out or help me get to
Mm-hmm.
market faster.
I love that. So that was number 5, y'all, parallel processing. And she's using it as an internal process, not to service her clients, but to have her team service her better. And I love that for you. I do see where maybe the instant assets, number 8, introduce instant assets, because sometimes we create PDFs or some type of tools to go along with our coaching. So if you release it ahead of the module that you're going to teach, let them play with it. They might ask better questions or understand when you actually get to the live coaching, teaching, or whatever better. So that's one way you could use number 8 too, if you're interested.
Thank you.
Cool beans, no problem. Let's go to Dr. LaFera. Dr. LaFera, what are the strategies shared? Which of the strategies shared today are more aligned to fast track your current service so that you are increasing your revenue faster in a shorter amount of time? Tell us the service, then tell us which of the strategies.
So I picked three, but like I picked the co-create the
Mm-hmm.
client in the client sessions.
Okay.
So so one of the things that I said that I would be doing like in this challenge is like the vision boarding type stuff. So like that's helping them to create like the results that they want. Um and me helping them keep them realistic. Track for like this 21-day thing. Because I'm not gonna be there like the whole time because it's low price. And then number three is plug well, not in person anyway, and plug and play modules for different phases. So I could create a few video modules for them to look at,
Mm-hmm.
explaining things in more detail so they won't have to really think about it so much, because the reason why a lot of them are where they are and haven't ever really had results naturally is because they don't have that kind of like handholding, and they don't have like the trust. So that's more trust. And then number 8 is like the introduce the assets. So I have a GPT that's a bonus, and they get that up front, and it helps them to find like different things to eat that go along with like what I teach, whether they eat out or whether they want to cook at home, and so they get that up front.
All
Mama,
right,
can
now
you
look at
roll
you.
my
You own it. Because I was
tongue?
going to suggest number 8 for you because I thought you was only going to give me 2. So I
Mama,
love
can
that for
you
you.
Were you gonna say that what I said for number 8?
Mm-hmm.
Was it gonna be the food thing? Mama, can
Yes.
you rub my Okay. All right. Okay. I
It
think
was
like
going to
Shay
be
this
that.
morning.
Yeah,
Cool.
you are. You own it. All right, let's go to Shawana Kennedy Kennedy Media. Which of the strategies shared today are more aligned to fast track your current service so that you are increasing your revenue faster in a shorter amount of time? Tell us the service, then tell us the strategies that you think will work to service that thing faster and get that money faster.
When I think about social media management in some regards, maybe even offering that as its own service for some people that's in a different price point, that have to do the templates, to have that as a offer. That is something that I do not have. And so that stuck out to me. Also, I'm definitely one that would work, well, when I do work with my clients one-on-one, because I do need to sound and have their voice. So I've done that, or where I've had them to even send me recordings, so that based on the recordings that give me certain points to measure them by, so that I have that readily available for me. But then the custom GPT, I like that custom GPT one as well, because some people, like I said, it's not that certain clients can't do the work, they're too busy to do the work. So that's where I come in.
I like that. I also feel like that you could do that number 6, that offer a group done with you hybrid thing, as possibly a membership, because it could be a
Mm.
monthly, a
Mm-hmm.
monthly. Let's get your content done for the month, right? You meet once a month, and you give them, in that group meeting, you give them all the templates, and all they're doing is putting in the pictures, filling in the blanks, and all of that. And then by the time the
Mm-hmm.
session is over, everybody got their content for the month. So I like that for you. You said you was looking for an introductory offer. Boom, sound like that's it.
Oh, so you think that'll be a good one?
Yeah, because it's monthly, and it's, you creating it one time, and they're customizing it themselves. So that's very low effort, and it's
Okay,
recurring income.
cool. Thanks.
Cool beans. All right. So we're talking about going faster in your business so we can bring in money faster. Okay. Today was part 3. But if you have any questions, any value adds, or any aha moments about part 1, when we said, hey, you need to launch faster, that means you might need to launch ugly. Part 2 was, hey, you need to monetize that learning curve. Get those offers created quicker. And if that means that you're selling it as you're learning to make it better, then you monetize the learning curve. And last but not least, today we talked about deliver fast to grow fast, how you can deliver faster to get to the money faster and make more money in a shorter amount of time. So anybody have any questions about what we've gone over so far? Tomorrow we're going to end it all with quick data, quick growth. Okay. So I'm actually taking you on a journey, right? We want to market faster. We want to create the offer that we've marketed faster. We want to then service them faster once we sold it. Now, tomorrow, we're going to talk about taking the data of what we learned by doing all this stuff faster and how do we implement it so that we grow faster. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. So, any questions, value adds, or aha moments about what we talked about thus far? Great. Well, what's happening this week in your free business mastermind is tomorrow night is movie club night. Now, I made the decision today that we're going to try something different this month. I'm going to give y'all the links to 2 different interviews of who I call the godfather of marketing. His name is Seth Godin, okay? Godin. And let me tell you how these 2 interviews shape what I know about marketing. These 2 interviews help me to understand what marketing is and what it is not. So it's going beyond just digital marketing and putting stuff on social media. We're talking about marketing as a whole. This information is going to serve you and your business for years to come, as it has served my understanding so that I am able to teach you in ways, right? So your job is going to be to watch both of the interviews before 7 p.m. on Thursday, and then we're going to come together and discuss the business nuggets that you pulled out so that we can, in the meeting, kind of grow and learn together, all right? So I will be putting that in the group today. It's 2 links. They are on YouTube. That way you can't say, "Hey, I don't have Netflix. I don't have Amazon Prime. I don't have." It's on YouTube. It's free. Okay. Now, this has been, okay, her first 6 figures morning show. And let me tell you how I'm sleepy, I'm tired, and I'm kind of glad to be in this already, okay? Because I gave you good value, but I am tired. But this show, which is an interactive coaching and training experience as part of our free business mastermind group that positions Black and brown female online service-based entrepreneurs to generate your first 6 figures by learning how to make the money and create time freedom. Find out more about me, your very tired host, Shay Cannon, plus get links to resources like how to join the free business mastermind group and how to get my strategies from today in my show notes and also from recent past episodes. Go to the description below for that. If you have not already, I'm going to go ahead and ask you, give us a thumbs up and like this episode. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss anything. And this video today is one of a 4 video series. So make sure you check out the other videos because they build on each other. So you need all of them to get the full impact of going faster to make money faster. All right. And with that, the studio is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.